Good morning, students. So today I will teach you a new topic, that is valvular disorder. And before starting the topic, you will need to understand the two main terminology. First one is stenosis and second one is regurgitation. So in valvular disorder, there are only two types of defect in the walls of heart. First one is stenosis and second one is regurgitation. In stenosis, in the stenosis the wall is doesn't open the properly. इसमें wall जो है वो open properly open नहीं हो पाते. Next one is regurgitation, doesn't close properly. regurgitation में क्या होता है, जो walls होते हैं वो properly close नहीं हो पाते हैं. So there are the two main things which will happen in the valvular disorder. First one is stenosis and second one is regurgitation. So firstly, introduction. Valvular heart disease is any cardiovascular disease process involving one or more heart of the four valve of the heart, that is aortic and mitral valve on the left side of the heart and pulmonic and tricuspid valve on the right side of the heart. So first one is mitral regurgitation. There are four type of valvular disorder. First one is mitral regurgitation, second one is mitral stenosis, third aortic regurgitation, and fourth one is aortic stenosis. The name provided by the name which is provided by to the any type of valvular disorder is according to the name of valve. So if the regurgitation occurs in the mitral valve, it is called mitral regurgitation. If the regurgitation or stenosis occurs in the aortic valve, it is called aortic regurgitation or aortic stenosis. So first one is mitral regurgitation. Mitral regurgitation, when the mitral valve can't close completely and it block the backflow into the left atrium. Next one is mitral stenosis. Mitral valve can't open fully or it is narrowed sometime, therefore blood can't go into the left ventricle. Another is aortic regurgitation. Aortic valve can't close completely, therefore back the blood flow into the left ventricle. Aortic stenosis, aortic valve can't open fully or it's narrow, therefore blood can't get out of left ventricle. So this is the normal heart and this is the mitral valve stenosis. In the mitral valve stenosis, you will see the diagram that there is a normal mitral valve and the other diagram is narrowed mitral valve. So this is the mitral valve stenosis. Definition: mitral valve stenosis, it is narrowing of the heart mitral valve. This abnormal valve doesn't open properly and block the backflow into the main pumping chamber of the heart, that is left ventricle. It can make you tired and short of breath among the other problems. So overall, mitral valve stenosis, it is a narrowing of the mitral valve. The causes are: first one is rheumatic fever, any type of complication of rheumatic heart disease. Rheumatic fever can damage the mitral valve and which cause the mitral valve stenosis. Second one is calcium deposit. Calcium deposited inside the mitral valve and which can cause the mitral valve stenosis and cause the narrowing of the mitral valve due to deposition of the calcium. If person born with a narrowed mitral valve, means there is a congenital effect which also cause the mitral valve stenosis. Other cause like radiation to the chest, if someone having cancer, some autoimmune disease, like in autoimmune disease systematic lupus erythematosus, in this type of autoimmune disease, body destroyed own cells. सो हियर द पैथोफिजियोलॉजी ऑफ मिट्रल वॉल्व डिसीज. जैसे कि आप इस डायग्राम में देख सकते हैं, यहाँ पे जो मिट्रल वॉल्व है वो क्या हो गया है, स्टेनोसिस यानी कि नैरो हो गया. इसकी वजह से जो आप फर्स्ट देख सकते हैं, रिड्यूस फ्लो इनटू द वेंट्रिकल्स, है ना. पहली चीज़ क्या हो रही है कि वेंट्रिकल्स में ब्लड का फ्लो रिड्यूस हो गया है. सेकेंड वन इज आर्ट्रियल हाइपरट्रॉफी. आर्ट्रियल हाइपरट्रॉफी क्यों हो रही है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ब्लड का बैक फ्लो यहाँ पे रुक गया है. बैक फ्लो रुकने की वजह से क्या हो रहा है, ब्लड ब्लड का वॉल्यूम आर्ट्रियम में कंटिन्यू इंक्रीज होता जा रहा है, आर्ट्रियम में कंटिन्यू इंक्रीज होने की वजह से उसका वॉल्यूम जो है आर्ट्रियम का बढ़ता जा रहा है, दैट इज कॉल्ड आर्ट्रियल हाइपरट्रॉफी। थर्ड थिंग क्या हो रही है, ब्लड बैकअप्स इनटू द पल्मोनरी वेन्स, पल्मोनरी वेन्स के थ्रू जो आर्ट्रियम में जो वेन्स आर्ट्रियम लेफ्ट आर्ट्रियम में जो ब्लड जाते हैं वो क्या हो रहे हैं, यहाँ पे जो लेफ्ट आर्ट्रियम में जो ब्लड जाते हैं वो नहीं जा पा रहे हैं लेफ्ट आर्ट्रियम से लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में, इसलिए वो वापस पल्मोनरी वेन्स में चले जाएंगे। नेक्स्ट वन इज पल्मोनरी हाइपरटेंशन। पल्मोनरी हाइपरटेंशन यहाँ पे क्यों हो रहा है, क्योंकि पल्मोनरी वेन्स में वापस ब्लड का फ्लो हो रहा है, इसकी वजह से ब्लड का फ्लो ज़्यादा होने की वजह से यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, हाइपरटेंशन अराइज हो रहा है। फिफ्थ वन इज रिड्यूस कार्डियक आउटपुट, कार्डियक आउटपुट भी डिक्रीज हो जाएगा। क्यों डिक्रीज हो जाएगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में सफिशिएंट ब्लड नहीं आ पा रहा है जिसके थ्रू एओर्टा से होल ब्लड बॉडी को सप्लाई हो सके। सो अनदर इधर देख सकते हैं हम, फर्स्ट वन इज नैरोइंग ऑफ द मिट्रल वॉल विच कॉज थ्री थिंग्स। फर्स्ट वन इज लेफ्ट आर्ट्रियल प्रेशर increase, hypertrophy of the left atrium and decrease the blood flow of the left ventricle. When the left arterial pressure is increased, which cause the increased pulmonary pressure, which cause increased pulmonary congestion, which cause further two things. First one is oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange is failed, which cause the symptoms like fatigue, breathing difficulty and orthopnea. Orthopnea means discomfort when the breathing while lying down the flat. Another thing is when the blood flow to the left ventricle is decreased, which cause decreased cardiac output and cause left ventricular atrophy. Atrophy means loss of the muscular tone or muscular strength because of the decreased blood supply, and also there is a fatigue. So these all are about the pathophysiology of mitral wall stenosis. Next one is clinical feature. First one is breathing difficulty, shortness of breath, especially with the exertion or with you lying down. Fatigue, swallowing feet or legs, means there is edema present because of the left sided failure. Heart palpitations, rapid and fluttering heartbeat felt. Dizziness or fainting, coughing of blood, that is called hemoptysis. And next one is chest discomfort, chest pain, exertional dyspnea and fatigue, which is most common. Orthopnea I have already told, discomfort when the breathing while lying down the flat. And cyanosis is also present. Paroxysmal nocturnal, that is also called hemoglobinuria, that is destruction of the RBC cell by the own body immune system. So these all are the clinical features. Another clinical features like right sided heart failure. In the case of right sided heart failure, there is distended neck vein, means jugular vein is distended. Peripheral edema, hepatomegaly, there is increase in size of liver. Abdominal discomfort. When we have auscultate the heart sound of the patient, there is S1 sound is followed by the opening snap. There means breaking in the sound. So S1 is followed by the opening, breaking or cracking of the sound, which is created by the forceful opening of the mitral valve. Next one is rumbling diastolic murmur, which is auscultated on the apex of the heart. Rumbling sound means deep and heavy sound. Next one is left arterial enlargement because of the increased blood volume in the left atrium, and on the ECG we found atrial fibrillation in 50 to 80% of the patient with mitral wall stenosis. Pulse become very irregular and faint. Blood pressure is also abnormal. Next one is diagnostic evaluation. Firstly, we will take the history of the patient regarding all the causes and risk factor, and next we will perform the physical examination, and we will check all type of clinical features, sign and symptom of the patient. Next, after that, we will perform some diagnostic procedure like transthoracic echocardiogram, which provide the wand-like, which is a wand-like device, that is transducer, to provide the video images of the heart in the motions, and it confirm the diagnosis of mitral stenosis. Second one is transesophageal echocardiogram. It allows the closer look to the mitral wall than a regular echocardiogram does. Next one is ECG. It provides the electrical activity of the heart, chest X-ray to provide the condition of the lungs. And last one is cardiac catheterization to diagnose the mitral wall stenosis. Next one is medical management. In the medical management, firstly we will give the diuretics to reduce the fluid accumulation in the lungs and to relieve the patient from the edema, for example Lasix, furosemide. We also give the anticoagulant to prevent the blood clot formation, that is heparin. Beta blockers like propranolol, atenolol to relieve the patient from high blood pressure and maintain the normal blood pressure. Antiarrhythmic to treat the atrial fibrillation or any type of other rhythm disturbance which is associated with the mitral wall stenosis like procainamide, amiodarone. And last one is antibiotics to prevent the chance of rheumatic fever occurrence, that is penicillin, or also give any type of antibiotic medication to prevent the patient from the infection. Next one is surgical management. So there is some surgical management. First one is percutaneous balloon mitral valvoplasty. When the word valvoplasty, plasty is denoted for the repairment or any type of a surgical procedure in which we repair something or some organ. So in this procedure, firstly this is also called balloon valvotomy. A doctor in this insert a long thin tube or catheter with a balloon in an artery in your arm or groin and guides it into the narrow wall, and once in the position the balloon is inflated to widen the wall, improving the blood flow. The balloon is then deflated and catheter with the balloon is removed. जैसे कि आप फर्स्ट वाले डायग्राम में क्या देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे एक कैथेटर इंसर्ट किया गया है, उसके साथ में एक बैलून भी लगा हुआ है. उसको हम कहाँ पे इंसर्ट कर रहे हैं? इंट्रा आर्ट्रियल सेप्टम में हमने इंसर्ट किया. इंट्रा आर्ट्रियल सेप्टम में हमने इंसर्ट किया. इंट्रा आर्ट्रियल सेप्टम मीन्स दो आर्ट्रियम के बीच की वॉल. उसके बाद हमने जो आर्ट्रियम है, आर्ट्रियम के साइड से हम उसको कहाँ पे ले गए हैं? लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में ले गए हैं. लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में ले गए हैं. तो आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं सबसे पहले हमने बैलून को प्लेस किया बी वाले डायग्राम में. सी वाले डायग्राम में देख सकते हैं बैलून को हमने इन्फ्लेट करना शुरू किया, यानी कि उसको फुलाना शुरू किया. उसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है, जो यहाँ पे जो नैरो हो गई है जो मिट्रल वॉल, वो क्या हो गई है, फिर से वो नॉर्मल अपने पोजीशन में आ जाएगी. फिर से वहाँ की जो ओपनिंग है वो प्रॉपर हो जाएगी, जिससे ब्लड का फ्लो प्रॉपर से आर्ट्रियम से वेंट्रिकल में हो सके. सो दिस इज अ प्रोसीजर ऑफ मिट्रल वॉल वल्वोटॉमी और परक्यूटेनियस बैलून मिट्रल वल्वोप्लास्टी. Another mitral valve surgery that is commissurotomy. In this when the balloon valvoplasty is not an option, the cardiac surgeon perform the open heart surgery and to remove the calcium deposit and other scar tissue to clear the valve passageway. इसमें क्या करते हैं, जो डॉक्टर्स हैं, जो मिट्रल वॉल्व स्टेनोसिस जिसकी वजह से हुआ है कैल्शियम डिपॉजिट होने की वजह से, तो कैल्शियम का जो डिपोजिशन है और जो स्कार टिश्यू है, यानी कि जो टिश्यूज डेथ हो गए हैं, उसको वो रिमूव करते हैं, जिससे कि जो मिट्रल वॉल्व में स्टेनोसिस हो गई, मिट्रल वॉल्व नैरो हो गई है, उसकी ओपनिंग को वो बढ़ा सकें, उसकी ओपनिंग को वो नॉर्मल कर सके पहले की तरह, जिससे कि ब्लड का फ्लो अच्छे से हो. लास्ट ऑप्शन इज मिट्रल वॉल्व स्टेनोसिस. अगर मिट्रल वॉल्व को अगर रिपेयर कर नहीं सकते हैं तो हमारे पास एक ऑप्शन है कि हम आर्टिफिशियल मिट्रल वॉल्व रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं. The complications are, first one is pulmonary hypertension because of increased pressure in the artery that carry the blood from the heart to the lungs. Next one is heart failure because mitral valve stenosis interfere with the blood flow, which lead to the fluid accumulation in the pulmonary veins and also in the atrium. Third one is pulmonary edema when blood and fluid back up into the lungs. It causes a condition that is called pulmonary edema. This causes shortness of breath and sometimes hemoptysis. Heart enlargement because of the increased blood volume in the Atrium, atrial fibrillation, the stretching and enlargement of the heart's left atrium may lead to the heart rhythm irregularity. Last one is blood clot. So these all are about the mitral valve stenosis. Thank you.